All right, sorry, just finishing up my water there. My bad. All right, Taurus, here we go for November 2024. I cut the deck before I hit record. Randomly at the bottom is Temperance, crossed by the King of Wands. You got someone with a big ego attached to you, right? Who's maybe getting their shit together here, pulling their head out of their ass. I got an Archangel Michael energy around a lot of what's happening. Now, I know that's the sword of truth and all that kind of stuff, but I want to point out, when you got Archangel Michael type truth coming through you, that kind of thing, Archangel Michael is a badass. Archangel Michael is a dragon slayer. Archangel Michael is the shit. Okay, I mean, to devil energy, Archangel Michael is like, it's like spraying Raid on ants. You know, it's like that. So I think somebody here, that King of Wands, usually this very ego-based person, might be pulling their head out of their ass for you here in November. I'm not sure. I got high hopes anyway. We'll see. Well, I got to stay neutral. But so far, the energy feels very Archangel Michael-y to me. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at, all right? Okay. We're pulling a pyramid, all right? Top of, as we always do with the monthly readings, the zodiac fly through anyway. How they feel about you is here, whoever that King of Wands was. How they see you is here. Right? And the bottom of the pyramid is potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. All right, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Okay. It's the Four of Cups. I feel like this is... What's fueling this? Yeah, judgment. I was going to say, I feel like something's about to happen. Normally, I go into a diatribe. This is the overall energy. I go into a diatribe about how, you know, Blondie came to get banged, and this guy got his arms crossed, and he want to talk about frogs. I think he's done talking about frogs. I think his Willie woke up. Okay? I don't know. Well, I hope he can overcome her boredom. Right? Hope he didn't wait too long is what I mean. You know, if the moment passes, ain't no way he's turning her around. Now, that's the divine feminine energy. That's the divine masculine energy. So I'm talking about that King of Wands over here. He's the one with the arms crossed who wanted to spend 2 hours talking about frogs when she was ready to go. Right? But now he's ready to go. But if you're not ready to go at the same time, it takes two to tango, buddy. You know. But somebody's showing back up. You got some unfinished business here. I got karma here fueling this. You got some unfinished business with somebody. All right. I just hope. Well, anyway, it's somebody you might have been married to. 10 Pentacles. You get a little extra read here because there's a lot of energy coming off the bottom of this fucking deck. All right? It's a real soggy bottom. I will tell you. It's like swamp ass down here. It's a 10 of Pentacles. You might have been married to this person. You might have been with them, or you might have been supposed to be. What do I mean supposed to be? I mean on the big main highway of destiny, something was supposed to happen that didn't happen, and the universe keeps bringing it back around until it does. All right? These two were supposed to bang. I don't know. Who knows? Why were they supposed to bang? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there was some child that's produced that goes on to save the world. I don't know. This ain't the fucking Terminator movie. Who knows what it is? All right, let's find out. Let's see. I don't know. Usually when I see this configuration of energy, though, I see something was supposed to happen and it didn't happen, so the universe keeps bringing it around. All right? Or you were with this person and they left and you got unfinished business and they're coming back around. Either way, somebody coming back around. All right? How do they feel about you in November 2024? Six of Pentacles. Six of Cups. It feels like somebody, now somebody wants to give. They tried to get away but couldn't. Okay? And the Hermit. They tried to get it. Yeah, that's all I get in the feelings. Somebody tried to get away, but they couldn't. Tried to forget about Taurus, but I couldn't. Tried to forget about Steve's viewer, but I couldn't. Tried. Couldn't. Right? You're not going to get very far in a canoe. They didn't even try very hard. If I'm trying to get away, I'm not picking a canoe. Should I take the canoe or the boat with 200-300 horse outboards on it? I don't know. How bad do I want to get away? You know, prison isn't that bad. It's not that big a deal. I think I'll take the canoe, right? Good luck. All right, good luck. Somebody here, again, is coming to give to something, hoping they can smooth things over because they realize some things. I don't know what things. We'll clarify whatever needs clarifying. That Hermit needs clarifying. But yeah, you know, somebody realized that you're not going anywhere. Now he realizes, you know, oh, Okay, blonde. Yeah, pretty hot. She's hotter than a frog. Yeah. How do they see you? Emperor. What else? 3 swords. They see. I mean, this is funny. It is, because it's divine masculine. It's what I said when I opened this reading. I showed you the cards that were there randomly after the cut I did before record. It was Temperance crossed by the King of Wands. The King of Wands is an asshole. Okay? In most contexts, not all, but in most contexts, especially in this soulmate cycle, the King of Wands character is a prick. Alright? It's someone who's got to have it their way. They're a Burger King, narcissists. Narcissists will never admit they did anything wrong. Ever. A narcissist, they just won't. So, in a battle with a narcissist, in an argument with a narcissist, it ends up being a great big, I know you are, but what am I? Argument from the schoolyard, right? Elementary schoolyard. Because they can't, it just reflects, anything bad you say about them just reflects off of them and bounces back to you. And they'll give you a response like, no, I don't think so, I think it's you. Right? That's something along those lines. Or whatever. They just won't admit it. They can't. It's impossible. They trapped in an energy of narcissism. Somebody here is realizing, with that Archangel Michael energy I was talking about, the fucking dragon slayer, right? The raid to the ants of devil energy, right? Is making somebody realize when they see you, they get a glimpse here in November of what a prick they've been, of the pain they've caused, of the mess they've caused. Okay? By being a prick. By being a controlling prick. By trying to have things their way. They're longing for you. You're out there. Those people. Alright? So, this is interesting. I chuckle because normally I get how people might see you. This person looks at you and they still see themselves. I know you think what I was saying is a good thing. And it is. On one level. On one level, it's great that when they look at you, they realize they made a mistake. I fucked up. I caused a lot of pain here. But my problem is that shouldn't be happening in this position. So there's still a narcissist trapped in narcissist energy. It's just reflecting back at them, and within that energy they're willing to admit it. Will they admit it when they come out of the energy? I don't know. The King of Wands did come up already. I don't know. But it's both a good sign and a bad sign that this energy's here. While it's great that they look at you and they see the pain they've caused, it's not great that they look at you and they see themselves. Okay? Because it always bounces back. You try to tell a narcissist you were an asshole. It bounces off them and comes back to the other side. No, I think it's you. It's not possible. In their mind, they're going, it's not possible that I'm an asshole. It's completely impossible, right? Usually, right now, out there, it's usually the product of parenting. There was some parenting book that was around, and everybody that was a parent in the 90s fucking read it, and they fucked up an entire generation. They gave them a prize just for showing up. Everybody got a fucking trophy. Everybody was mommy and daddy's little angel. Everything they did was fucking terrific, even if it was wrong. You know, it was still wonderful. Oh, you're so good at that. What do you mean they're good at it? It didn't come out right. It's terrible, right? I mean, I made an ashtray in art class once from my mom. It looked like shit. She told me it looked like shit, right? It's probably half the reason I'm not a narcissist. You know, it is what it is. You don't, in this other energy, the energy that this person was brought up in, and I can clearly feel it, they would have loved, that mother would have gone, oh, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, what a lovely ashtray. Oh, good. You're so good at this, you should take up pottery. Okay? Yeah, no. You know, you can't do that. So while it's good that they are seeing the pain they caused, it's bad that it's still reflection of themselves. Okay? When they look at you. What's the potential final outcome? Yeah, the Empress. The Empress on her own here. I've got a separate Empress. I've got the Empress read with your final outcome is you. Okay? You choose you. And it's read with the Six of Swords. You just take a pass on it. Okay? I mean, I get it. This is the month where you get the information that you've been seeking. We talked about it in the overview reading. I talked about it in my write-up. The information is there. It's a month where people show you who they are. Fucking believe it. I want to grab some people and just shake it. Fucking believe it. Well, they lied to me, but you know. Yes, they lied to you. What does that tell you? whatever it is, whether it's a lie or somebody showing up and you're still picking up that they're a little bit selfish, right? You're getting the information you need. Whatever is happening this month for you, it makes you very strong. It takes a great deal of strength and a great deal of... The Empress doesn't need the Emperor. The Empress is fine on their own. The Emperor needs the Empress. Somebody's probably, the way I get this energy, some narcissist is probably going to show up and talk about themselves and try to pretend like they're given to you. They don't understand the depth of this connection. I get it. This Emperor, or excuse me, this Hermit, they figured something out. But I don't think they understand the full depth of it, because the next card out is the Emperor. It's like an Emperor and a Hermit together, and those two, you know, this guy would never want to be a king or an emperor. This guy wouldn't, right? You know, you just don't. If you're wise, you stay the fuck away from power. I wouldn't want to be a king or an emperor. I wouldn't want to be president. That's dangerous energy. It's dangerous power. I wouldn't even want to be the CEO of a company. That is dangerous power. You got to be able to control yourself. Why do you think so many people get into trouble? Why do you think there's so many news stories about CEOs? We find out they're corrupt later and then they end up going to jail and stuff. It's too tempting. It's the lure of easy money. It's got a very strong appeal, but it's a very, very tempting energy. Power is corrupting, has been around, has been something that's been figured out. It was a Norse king in the 11th century who quoted it or some shit like that. People figured it out a long time ago. All right? Figured it out a long time ago. Let's clarify some things here, okay? Let's do it. Whoever this person is, I know you have a soul connection with them or they wouldn't be showing up. But I like this final outcome for you because I know you end up okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Let people show you who they are this month. Believe it when you see it and act accordingly. It looks like you take a ride. If I were you, I'd opt for the speedboat, though. Okay? I know there isn't a speedboat in this deck. But if I were you, I'd just sail away. Right? What's going on with the Hermit? I got to pull on the Hermit here. This Hermit would never be this. So that tells me they haven't figured it out. Here they come with their pentacles, trying to look like the big man, making sure everybody sees them in the photo op, coming to give to you. Now, the ego is still there. This guy right here wants to talk about frogs for 5 hours and then expects Blondie here still wants to put out. Yeah, good luck with that. All right? Talk about yourself for 5 hours. Believe me, that's a bad date, you know, at the end of the day. What's going on here? The Hermit, why is it here? Get it. It is what it is. We got a whole generation of these fuckers out there. They drive me crazy. I got to deal with them all day. They drive me fucking nuts. You know, just because your mama said you were really awesome at something doesn't mean you are. You know, it ruined all the music platforms. Everybody went out there thinking they're a musician too, you know, and they're not. Most of it, 99% of it is complete shit. They should never have picked up an instrument. All right? You know, hey, it's the Seven of Pentacles. My parents didn't think I was that good. They're right. I'm not. I'm average at best on a good day. Why is the Hermit here? The Seven of Pentacles. No. There's something trying to change in this person. I'm going to give them a positive here. They're trying to change. They're trying really hard to change. What's going on? The Nine of Wands, but they just don't get it. Why is the Nine of Wands here? The Eight of Wands. They're talking like they've changed, but they actually are still staying in their comfort zone. It's what I already said. It's everything I already said. Fine. Fine. Look, I've just given you a piece of psychology here. Take it how you want. Okay? But it's good that they're when they see you, they see how much they hurt you, but it's bad that it reflects back on them. Okay? All right. That's all I'm saying. It's a red flag at the same time. Do what you want and what you will. You're reflecting in my reading as the Empress. This is beautiful. You don't need this. If you want it, take it. You don't want it, don't take it. It is what it is. Why is the Empress here? This is a month where you get the information you need to make an informed decision. Okay? That's it. And it applies across the board in life. The information's there. You can ignore it and think you got it all figured out, or you can look at the information. It doesn't matter. The choice is yours. Why is the Empress here? What's the final on this? Why'd you give me the Empress? What do we get? You ain't gonna fucking believe this, right? I like this picture. I like the frumpy green dress, but it doesn't show the best tits in the tarot as well as that one. Empress crossing the Empress. Guys, I'm not fucking with you here, all right? I know some of what I've said in this reading you don't want to hear, all right? You probably don't. People don't, because I got people watching right now whose parents probably did say they were good at everything. You're not, okay? You're not great at everything. The ashtray you made in art class that looks like shit is shit, okay? And we need to be told that. Otherwise, we grow up and we become this prick, okay? It's just the way it is. This soulmate cycle occurred at just the right moment that we've got a whole section of it, 70% of it, some of it is older people, yes, but 70% of it are younger people that are in just the right age group. They were raised right in that generation of everybody gets a trophy. You get a trophy just for showing up. Good for you. You're so good at that. Look at you. Right? It's that whole thing. And it showed they're just the right age to be getting in relationships and moving in with one another. They in their 20s, you know, early 30s, all that kind of stuff. There you go. That's the group. That's it. Empress crossing Empress. All right? Hermit. Wow, you get it. You figure something out this, oh, yes you do. Empress crossing Empress, this is you. This is your final outcome. And the Four of Pentacles. Wow. There is nothing. There is no holding you back here. This Hermit right here, you get a handle on any fears you have about moving in a new direction, being by yourself. You're not worried about anything. This month brings in your power. You become very powerful this month. There's a great deal of healing to be had for you as well. What's fueling this? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Love thyself. The Lovers fueling the Empress, crossing the Empress. You choose you. No matter what happens, most of you watching are the DF side of this cycle. And that's your final outcome anyway. You choose you. And without fear, without anything, you figure it out. You get it. Okay, so it is what it is. There's a lot of psychology here. I get it. But it is what it is. Somebody here is showing up in their own mind for the right reasons. I feel like you could kind of go, I get it. I think if you're getting back with this person, this energy tends to tell me that it might be a lot more of the same all over again. It'll probably be, there's usually a honeymoon phase where everything's good, but after that it kind of goes back to the way it used to be. Unless, if you want to, you could become this person's teacher. You could become this person's guru. But the Emperor rarely allows that to happen. Once the Emperor gets the Empress, if the Emperor hasn't gone on a spiritual journey and become very balanced in all four kings, once the Emperor gets the Empress, he then goes back to being, well, I got it, that's fine. It's sort of like the relationship where the honeymoon is great, and then after the honeymoon is over, the husband doesn't pay attention, the Emperor doesn't pay attention to the Empress anymore. They're too busy watching the ball game and all that kind of stuff, and things kind of slide, and that's what falls apart. That's an out of balance Emperor. That's what that is. And that's a lonely Empress. And a lonely Empress wants out. And, you know, it is what it is. That's how things end. It's very common. It's all over society. There's no genders attached. It can be reversed. It doesn't have to be. I'm just using marriage as an example, you know, traditional marriage, if you will. It tends to be the way it goes. That's what we got here. So somebody is showing up. They do look at you. On the plus side, they do look at you and see how they hurt you, see the damage they've caused. But I don't think that their effort to fix it is enough. I think you're fine. It looks like the energy is there for you to see someone for who they are, take their apology or whatever, however it plays out, and move on down the road. It's up to you. Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. All right, let's see. What else you want to tell my viewer? Look at that, the Lovers at the bottom here as I do one little shuffle. All right. One card and a crossing card. What do you want to tell my viewers here about November? It is what it is, you guys. You know, people are like this. You've always had this big ego energy attached to this angle. It's always there. Comes up all the fucking time. Drives me crazy. All right. What do we got? What's happening here? Oh, wow. Page of Swords. And this is for those of you who were married or with this person. Okay? It was a disappointing marriage the first time. It'll be a disappointing marriage the second time. Alright? Someone, again, it's disappointing. Someone you once had a future planned with or thoughts of a future with is showing back up. You might get to see them for who they are. This is what you're seeing. This is what you got. It's up to you what you want to do with it. But I'm telling you, you're coming out as double Empress and a Lover's card. Loving thyself. My God, there's a Queen of Cups there too. I mean, this is all you. This is you. Right here. Okay? This is basically you. This card just clarifies why the Hermit's here. Fear is going away. You're the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, the Empress, and the Hermit. Accept it. I mean, that'll be the title of this reading. You're the Empress twice. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful.